Now let us know what do you mean by photoelectric effect. It is the process of an ejection of electrons from the surface of metals like potassium, rubidium, cesium when they are exposed to a beam of light. Here you can see when a beam of light is incident on a metal surface, there will be ejection of electrons from the metal surface whose production can be examined by placing a detector in front of the electrons, and there will be ammeter. When electrons flow through a circuit, there will be deflection in the ammeter. This shows the ejection of electrons from the metal surface when the metal surface is exposed to a beam of light. Let us know the results of photoelectric effect. The electrons are ejected from the metal surface as soon as the beam of light strikes the metal surface. That is, there is no time lag between the striking of light beam and the ejection of electrons from the metal surface. The number of electrons ejected is proportional to the intensity or brightness of the light. For each metal, there is a characteristic minimum frequency known as threshold frequency, which is denoted by nu naught. Below this frequency, photoelectric effect is not observed. The kinetic energies of these electrons increase with the increase of frequency of the light used. The energy of the beam of light depends upon the brightness of the light. The kinetic energy of the photoelectron is given by equation, that is kinetic energy is equal to half mu square, which is equal to h nu minus h nu naught, where me is the mass of the electron, v is the velocity of an ejected electron, h nu is the energy of striking photon, h nu naught is the minimum energy required to eject an electron. This is also called work function, denoted by W naught. Let us discuss the dual nature of electromagnetic radiation. The light has dual behavior. That means light shows or exhibits both particle and wave-like properties. The light shows particle-like properties when the radiation interacts with the matter, and the wave-like properties when it propagates. Wave-like properties are interference and diffraction. Hence, light exhibits dual nature. The microscopic particles like electrons exhibit this wave particle duality. Let us discuss electronic energy levels, that is atomic spectra. The speed of light depends upon the nature of the medium through which it passes. As a result, the beam of light is deviated or refracted from its original path as it passes from one medium to the other. When a ray of white light is passed through a prism, a ray of white light is spread out into a series of colored bands known as spectrum. The light of red color, which has longest wavelength, is deviated the least, while the violet light, which has shortest wavelength, is deviated the most. The spectrum of white light ranges from violet, whose frequency is 7.50 into 10 to the power 14 Hz, to a red, whose frequency is 4 into 10 to the power 14 Hz, and this range is called continuous spectrum. The spectrum is called continuous because violet merges into blue, blue into green, and so on. Example of continuous spectrum is a rainbow. When an electromagnetic radiation interacts with matter, atoms and molecules may absorb energy and reach to a higher energy state which is unstable. Then they return to their original energy state which is more stable and having low energy, and thereby emit radiations of the electromagnetic spectrum. Let us discuss about emission and absorption spectra. The spectrum of radiation emitted by a substance that has absorbed energy is called an emission spectrum. Atoms, molecules, or ions that have absorbed radiation are said to be excited. To produce an emission spectrum, energy is supplied to a sample by heating it or irradiating it. An absorption spectrum is like the photographic negative of an emission spectrum. Let us know the atomic emission. The light emitted by a sample of excited hydrogen atoms or any other element can be passed through a prism and separated into certain discrete wavelengths. Thus, an emission spectrum is a photographic recording of the separated wavelengths. The light emitted is responsible for the production of spectrum. Let us know atomic absorption. When a white light is passed through a unexcited atomic hydrogen, then through a slit and prism, the transmitted light is lacking in intensity. The recorded absorption spectrum is also a line spectrum and the photographic negative of the emission spectrum. The study of emission or absorption spectra is referred to as spectroscopy. The spectrum of the visible light is an example of continuous spectrum because all the wavelengths, that is red to violet, of the visible light are represented in the spectra. The emission spectra of the atoms in the gas phase is discontinuous with dark spaces between them and are called line or atomic spectra because the emitted radiation shows the bright lines in the spectra. Line emission spectra are used to study electronic structure. Each element has a unique line emission spectrum. The characteristic lines in the atomic spectra can be used in chemical analysis to identify unknown atoms. Let us discuss about line spectrum of hydrogen. When an electric discharge is passed through gaseous hydrogen, the hydrogen molecules dissociate and the energetically excited hydrogen atoms produced emit electromagnetic radiation of discrete frequencies. The hydrogen spectrum consists of several series of lines. The visible lines of the hydrogen spectrum obey the following formula. That is, nu bar is equal to 1,09,677 into 1 divided by 2 square minus 1 divided by n square per centimeter, where is nu bar is wave number. where n is an integer equal to or greater than 3, that is n takes the values of 3, 4, 5 and so on. The Balmer series of lines are the lines in the hydrogen spectrum which appear in the visible region of the electromagnetic spectrum. The Swedish spectroscopist by name Rydberg noted that all series of lines in the hydrogen spectrum described by the following expression, that is nu bar is equal to 1,09,677 into 1 divided by n1 square minus 1 divided by n2 square bracket close per centimeter, where n1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on, and n2 takes the values of n1 plus 1, n1 plus 2, n1 plus 3 and so on. Let us take some problems on line spectrum of hydrogen. What are the frequency and wavelength of a photon emitted during a transition from n is equal to 5 to n is equal to 2 state in the hydrogen atom? Solution: since initial state is 5 and final state is 2, this transition gives rise to a spectral line in the visible region of the Balmer series, that is delta E is equal to 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule into 1 divided by 5 square minus 1 divided by 2 square, which is equal to minus 4.58 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule. This is an emission energy. The frequency of the photon, that is nu is equal to delta E divided by h. Delta E is 4.58 into 10 to the power minus 19 joule as calculated above, divided by h is Planck's constant whose value is 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second. After simplification we get the result as 6.91 into 10 to the power 14 Hertz. And wavelength of photon can be calculated by using the following formula: lambda is equal to c over nu, where c is velocity of light, that is 3.0 into 10 to the power 18 meter per second, divided by nu whose value is 6.91 into 10 to the power 14 Hertz as calculated above. After simplification this gives result as 434 nanometer. This is the wavelength of photon emitted by hydrogen atom. Let us take another problem. Calculate the energy associated with the first orbit of He plus ion, that is helium plus ion. What is the radius of this orbit? Solution: En is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule into Z square divided by n square per atom. For helium plus ion, n is 1, capital Z, that is atomic number is 2. Energy of first orbit of helium ion can be calculated as E1 is equal to minus 2.18 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule into 2 square, which is the atomic number of helium atom, divided by 1 square, which is equal to minus 8.72 into 10 to the power minus 18 joule. The radius of the atom, that is Rn, is equal to 0.0529 nanometer into n square divided by z. Since n is 1 and z is 2, Rn is equal to 0.0529 nanometer into 1 square divided by 2. After simplification this gives result as 0.02645 nanometer. This is the first radius of first orbit of helium plus ion. The value of Rydberg constant for hydrogen atom is 1,09,677 per centimeter. The first 5 series of lines that correspond to N1 is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are known as Lyman, Balmer, Paschen, Brackett and Pfund series respectively for hydrogen atom. Features of line spectra. The line spectrum of element is unique. There is a regularity in the line spectrum of each element. These are the features of line spectra. Let us discuss about spectral lines for atomic hydrogen. For Lyman series, N1 value is 1, N2 starts from 2, 3, 4, and so on. Spectral region for Lyman series is ultraviolet. For Balmer series, N1 value is 2 and N2 value starts from 3, 4, 5 and so on. Spectral region for Balmer series is visible region. For Paschen series, N1 is 3 and N2 value starts from 4, 5, 6 and so on. Spectral region for Paschen series is infrared region. For Brackett series, N1 value is 4 and N2 value starts from 5, 6, 7 and so on. Spectral region for Brackett series is infrared region. For Pfund series, N1 value is 5 and N2 value starts from 6, 7, 8 and so on. Spectral region for this series is infrared region. This is the energy level diagram of line spectrum of hydrogen, where we can see Lyman, Balmer, Paschen series. Lyman series starts from N1 value is equal to 1. For Balmer series, N2 value is 2 and for Paschen series N value is 3.